experience points, and now mine worms. Nope. Let's hang on. I've been doing those at the end of the turn, so I'll do the catching our breath. Okay. Ooh, three for Running Bear, 1 for Cade. So that's 3 wounds off Running Bear, who's now at 9 health and 9 sanity. And we'll take 1 wound off Cade, which he's 9 health and 10 sanity. And Gaunt for defeating the void spiders. Let's do it on camera. Right. Blood money for Cade. D6 times 25. And for Darkstone. About time we got some. A D3 of Darkstone. Right, so let's just do the rolling. Rolling. 1 Darkstone. There we go. There's a Darkstone token. Give that to Running Bear. And a D6 times 25 for Cade. 2. So $50. There we go. To the pool. Now it's mind worms. Then hopefully we can get off this bloody tile. Yes, agility plus 6. Okay, first. All 4s, but he does get the spirit test, which is 2. Spirit 4+, and he just does it. Ooh. And 3 agility for Running Bear, and he gets a 6 anyway, so get away with the mind worms once again. Okay, and get rid of these spiders. So now holding back. Oh, and the loot cards. Shuffle those back in. Right, holding back the darkness. Oh, try not to get to double again. A 3, but that's 1 more towards the mine entrance. We really need to find a room and a clue icon on the next exploration token. Quickly! Movement. Cade gets a 2, which isn't enough. 1, 2. Let's see if Running Bear can make it. He's got a +1 because of his speed. A 4, yes. That's 5. He's not going to explore, he's going to scavenge. He does scavenge. Let's just get a scavenge token. This is the tile he's scavenging. What's he going to find apart from mind worms? a hideous discovery. Arrgh. So it's 10 XP. Oh, I've got 40 XP for the 2 loot cards, as well as 10 XP for this, so that's 50. And he takes 3 horror hits, which he can save for. And he saves 2. So he takes 2 horror hits. So that's 2 sanity. His sanity is now 7 for Running Bear. Need a bit more luck with these scavenge cards. Bet anybody watching these videos thinks you only get bad stuff. There is actually good stuff in there. I'm just rubbish. Right, done that. Mind worms again. The reason I didn't explore was Cade was going to have to do the mind worms test again anyway, and if it is the last room, I want these guys together to go in. So we shall do the agility 6 plus test again. Cade to go first. He does it again. Yeah, I'm very lucky with this. We haven't got a single corruption yet, he says. Running Bear, he's failed, so he needs his spirit test. I think his spirit's 2. Let me just check. No, his spirit's 3, so he gets 3 dice for the spirit test as well. Greater than a 4, he does it. That's the sort of roll I could do with his carbine. Right, anyway, that's Mind Worms. We've done for those again. And holding back the darkness. An 11, yes. Let's keep that going. Right, Cade's movement. Only needs a 1. But just in case he does get a 1, he'd get a grit. But 2. He moves onto the edge of the tile now, and he is going to explore. So let's get the map deck out. No, that's the artifact deck, which would be very nice, but it's not going to help us find a room, and I can't get it back. There we go. Got them in eventually. Right. Correct deck. And a rail tunnel. Excellent. That's a room. And that means got an opportunity of getting an exploration token, which is what we want. Assuming you can find the tile. There we go. There we are. And that's the way it goes in. Excuse me, Cade. Excuse me, Running Bear. Put that there. And that's not going to fit in, but yes, let's get rid of the storage room. Oop. Up here, just on the edge of the tile. Okay, but we've still got the mind worms in there. Got to remember that. They're on both tiles at the moment, so we've still got to move up one. There's the exploration token. But we've still got Running Bear's go. And he wants to get off the mind worms tile. So even though we got a 3, which is actually a 4 because of his speed, he's only going to go in 1. Doesn't want to leave Cade too far behind. So that's the end of the turn. Cade has to roll again for mind worms, which are still in the previous tile. So, 3 agility dice. Now, even though I got a 6, 1 bounced out. Remember the rule, you've got to re-roll them all. So it does work both ways. And now I don't get a 6. Right, I've got to get 4 plus. 2 4s, that's good enough. So we'll avoid the mind worms. Okay, now we flip the exploration token over. Yes! Clue token! It's the final room! Hopefully Cade will be able to get a movement and get off that tile. But let's do it. The blue circle here is for a gate. But because this is the final room, because this is the second clue icon, we basically ignore all these, apart from the clue icon. And both these exits will be blocked off. This is the dark stone room. We'll draw the high threat, put those in there, and then we'll kick on with the finale. Woohoo! We got there in the end. And then we're going to have to do all the growing dread cards and everything. Just hope we don't get demons. We've got 2 demon cards there, 2 demon darkness cards. So we shall see. But first of all, there's a second clue token. Let's just block off the room. There we go. And there we go. Blocked off. Right. First things first. We now want our high threat. So this is the high threat deck. As mentioned previously, if you were playing with 5 to 6 heroes, this is the deck you'd use all the time for any ambushes or anything coming up on an encounter or darkness cards, that sort of thing. 5 or 6 of you, you'd use this deck all the time. But as we're only playing 2 heroes, instead of an epic threat at the end for the finale, we draw a high. So, let's see how we go on. And we get, oh my god, I'm not going to be able to fit all these in. Stranglers, tentacles, and 2p of void spiders. Oh, dearie me. Right. Let's see. I don't think I'm going to be able to fit these on the tile. Oh, the rail tunnel. That means we go down to there on the hero posse track. Right. So a P of stranglers. Peril dice of stranglers. 5. That's 5 stranglers. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Just show you what the stranglers look like. Again, bit of a gloss finish. They're all meant to be slimy. Look at their gaping maw with horrible teeth. The slime, the tentacles, yuck. So we've got 5 of those guys ready to place. And another P dice of tentacles. Tentacles are horrendous. 3 of those. Oh, the lowest we could get, thank God. We'll get 3 tentacles out. Just to show you the tentacles. Again, slimy. Slimy, bursting up through the ground. So we'll place those in a moment, and we've got 2 peril dice of void spiders. They're not so bad, as you've just seen, but hopefully we won't get too many. We get 9. Well, I think we're going to struggle fitting these on the tile. So I may have to get the other tile out in order to get them surrounding us. Or actually, what I'll do is I'll do the checkerboard pattern as you're supposed to, but once the checkerboard pattern, because we're not getting ambushed, so I don't think we should have them coming around behind us. We'll do the checkerboard pattern as well as we can, and then we'll start filling in the gaps. I think that's the way we'll do it. So there we go. I've got to get 9 of these spiders. You've seen these guys but moments ago. I have to do something about the shadows. Sorry about the shadows, they're going all over the board, aren't they? I'll try and sort that out in the editing. I might be able to brighten it up a bit. Right, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So if we just get the cards, that's, oh, there's a tentacle one. And there's the void spiders. And I can't remember if the stranglers are demons. I hope the stranglers aren't demons, because otherwise that's going to be a real pain. If I can find the stranglers card. There we go, right at the bottom. So again, a quick look. As normal, you've just seen the void spiders, initiative 6, they move 8, melee's 4, they don't have any range, combat 2, damage 2, but they've got no defence. So doesn't matter if we do a critical against them, it's they've got no defence anyway. So 6 initiative, so they're the first. I'll put it up here in order so I know who's going first amongst the monsters. Stranglers will be next. They've got an initiative of 4. Oh, they have an ability, even the lowest level ones like these. Ensnare. Strangler to hit rolls of 6 counts 3 hits each. Nasty. Additionally, because they're stranglers, the escape is 6+, so they're more difficult to escape from. Fortunately, again, they don't have range like most of the monsters in the game. They're melee monsters. 3+ on the melee. Combat 4, they get 4 dice, but the damage is only 1. 2 defense, 3 health. Not the best, but oh, and they're a demon. They are a demon, so they're going to get, instead of 4 dice for combat, they will get +1, so they get 5 dice for combat, and they will also get +1 initiative, so that's 5. That means they will go in front of Running Bear, who's also got a 5 initiative, but monsters take precedence, and +2 move, so their move will now be 8, but it doesn't really matter, they'll get to us without moving 8. Right, so I'll put these two, I'll put that card over here, and I will also put those 2 darkness cards against that card, so I remember their additional abilities. And now these are the real pigs. Tentacles. Hate these. Their initiative is only 2, but they do have a special ability even at the low levels, and that is Smash. Again, on a 6 they will totally ignore our hero's defense. That's real bad news. The move is 6. It's not so much they shuffle along the board, I think it's more like they'll retract underneath the ground and then whiz forward towards you and then burst out of the ground again. I like the idea of that, that sounds really cool. Again, no range, another melee type monster, so on a 4+, they will hit. They get 3 combat dice, but this is the real killer. Each of those combat dice does 3 damage, so if they hit you with the 3 combat dice, you've got 9 damage. Oh, it's nasty. Nasty for low level heroes. Nasty, nasty. They've got a defense of 2, and you know they've got quite a high health as well at 4. So these guys, I'm glad we've only got the bare minimum of 3, to be honest. They'll probably still be really difficult to see off, but they go last, so we do get we will get 2 hero attacks to do as much damage as we can. Right, that's the tentacles. Because the tentacles have got the lowest initiative, they will go the furthest away from the heroes. So again, checkerboard pattern from the left. So those 3 are there. And then we've got the stranglers, which we've got 5 of. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then 9 void spiders. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we do get 1 right in front of Cade. So it looks like he won't be able to get off that blasted mindworm tile. Curses. And I'll probably have to put the tile back because these guys can move round. Oh, cobblers. But right, anyway. Now what I'm going to do, because we haven't been ambushed, I'm not putting one there. So I'm going to backfill with these guys. Fill up from the back. Well, perhaps I ought to keep them, because I'll keep them on the same line as their comrades, because they're still quicker than the tentacles and the stranglers. So they would be before those. So we've got all those on. Whoop. Right, there we go. It's nice and busy. Right, they are all on. And quick draw. Don't want to forget about that. In fact, this might mean that Cade can get forward. If he can kill this one immediately in front of him, he then gets his move next turn. He can move up 1, and then we don't have to do the mind worms. So, quick draw. Gets an attack. Not the time to roll rubbish, Cade. So come on. Oh, 3 and a 1. It is a hit because he hits on a 3. And void spiders, they've got 3 health. No defense though. Right. Come on, you need to kill this one right in front of you, Cade. 1. No. Right. He's gonna grit that. He's gonna use his last grit. And in order to ensure, well, hopefully ensure, that might be that dice that keeps rolling the 1. So I'm gonna change that. Come on. More than a 1. Oh no. No. Right, so that's just 1 wound. 1 wound on this guy here, he won't be able to move forward. Oh, rubbish. Right. Hold back the darkness. Again, went out, so even though it was a 9, we've got to re-roll it. And I get a 7, which isn't good enough anymore. I need an 8. So the darkness track goes down to a blood spatter, which means another darkness card, which is going to be Whispering Voices. We know you are here. Come join us. Dear me. Each hero takes D6 horror hits. A random hero must pass a Spirit +4 test or immediately roll on the madness table. Well, fantastic. D6 horror hits. So 1 for Running Bear and 5 for Cade. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So 5 saves. 4+ on his willpower. Saves 3, so he gets 2 horror hits for Cade. Let's just dig that out. And his sanity is now at 8. And we've got a single save. Whoop. We've got a single save for Running Bear. A 4. He manages it. He had a willpower save of 4 as well, so he gets no sanity hits. He remains on 7 sanity. And then 1 random hero. So 1, 2, 3 Cade. Bloody hell, I can't even hit the dice tower lately. Right. Well done. 4, 5, 6 is Running Bear, so it's Running Bear who's gonna do a Spirit 4+ test. His Spirit is 3. 4 plus Running Bear. Oh yes. Good, we didn't want to roll on the madness table. Right, so that's the end of that darkness card. Not sorry to see the end of that. Right. Oh, I didn't roll for Mind Worms, did I? Or did I? Can't remember. Got 6+, so if I did, I've done it twice. Right, so Cade gets no Mind Worm damage. We've done the darkness card, so now it's movement. Remember the movement. Can't go anywhere, but Cade gets 5. He is going to try and escape the Void Spider, only so he can move here. I think that'll be slightly better for us. Not much better, but I think it will. When I put the other tile on, which I'm going to have to do, I think it will cut down the number of squares that the enemies can get on to attack us. So let's see if we can get a 4+. Let's see if we can keep it in the dice roller, the dice cup. A 3. We've rolled a lot of 3s on those 4+ tests for escape. So we can't move. Just bear with me slightly while I totally rearrange everything. You're on him. Oh, and now everything's getting fiddly. Stay on there for the moment. That across. All falling off. Everything's falling off. Oh, I should have probably done the Growing Dread cards actually. Would they go before Quick Draw? I'm not so sure they would. But we'll draw them anyway and see what they are. Track down there a bit. Boot those up. And there we go. Cade's on there. Is everything on? Okay, I'll just move the camera slightly. They are, we're all on. Growing Dread cards. As I say, I'm not sure whether I should have pulled these before the Quick Draw, but it is as it is now. First one, dripping gore. The passage ahead drips with gore, and the floor is slick with the blood of those who have dared come before. All heroes are -1 initiative in the first turn of the next fight. So that's now. That means Cade will go to 6, which means that the Void Spiders will actually go before Cade, which is bad news. So that's a good start. Dread. You shudder to think of what lay before you. Well, it should be lays before you, or lies before you. But anyway, move the darkness 1 step forward. So that now goes up to 9, which fortunately isn't a blood spatter or a Growing Dread. So that's not too bad. Except when you get exactly the same card again, and I've got to move it forward 1 step one step more again, which is, you've guessed it, another darkness card. Demonic Force. All demon enemies are now +1 combat. Now we've already got that one out, but this means it's cumulative. So all those stranglers are now +2 combat. So that's brilliant, isn't it? So I'll put that in front of the stranglers so I can remember. And they get now, they have 6 combat dice now. Oh, right. Don't think we're going to win this one, but we'll kill as many as we can. Right, so that's that one, and we've done the darkness card that came with it. Wave of Heat. You loosen your collar and unbutton your shirt as a powerful wave of heat rolls over you from ahead, draining your energy and causing a sweat. All heroes lose 1 grit. Well, the one good thing about that card is we haven't got any grit, so we can't lose any. So that's the horrible Growing Dread cards out of the way. Now, the really bad one about that was losing 1 initiative. It means Cade doesn't get to go now. The Void Spiders are going to get to go, and the first thing they're going to do is obviously move. So this guy with a little wound on him, he's going to go right behind Cade, and then the next one in line, this one, is going to go there. He can still attack Cade. The one after that is going to go in here. Where he can attack Cade. The next one is going to go there. So I'll just work out who's attacking who. We've got to even it out as much as possible. This one can go in the middle there. That one can move up 1. So that can attack and that can attack. This one goes in here. That can attack. That one goes there, which can't. And the other one just gets as close as it possibly can, which is there. Now, just looking at that tile, yes, it can attack. So, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 can attack. So I'll roll a dice for which one, the odd one, which hero the odd one's going to attack. So, get the dice roller in. Dice tower. A 3, that's Cade. So Cade's going to have 4 attacking him. These 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, and the other 3 that can attack Running Bear, 1, 2, 3, are going to attack him. So the Void Spiders have 2 combat, and they've got to get 4+. So that's 8 dice against Cade. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We need 4 pluses. So that's 2 6s, a 5 and a 4. So half of them hit. Half hit, half miss. And that gives him 4 saves. 4 defense saves. Needs 5+, and he gets 2. So essentially he's hit twice. He's hit twice, and they do 2 damage. That's 4 damage. And he's already got 1 wound, so I'll just swap that 1 wound for 5 wounds. Keep it all nice and neat. There we go. So he's on 5 health and 8 sanity. Right, and now the remaining 3 spiders that can hit will hit Running Bear. So that'll be 6 dice, 2 dice each. Oh, came out again. I'll re-roll those. And that was fortunate. Take your time. Right, there we go. So that's 3 hits, 2 6s and a 5. And 3 potential saves, but Running Bear does save on a 4+. So he saves 2. So he gets hit for 2 damage. Whoop. We got another darkness, didn't we? So that must be on 10. Right. Okay. Oh, we got a rail tunnel, didn't we? We'll move that up, but doesn't matter, it'll still be 8+. Right, they've all gone. Oh, don't forget the 2 wounds. Right. Cade's go. He's going to roll for movement. 6. He can't move anywhere really, but no, I think you have to have a clear path to get through. I don't think like by rolling an escape you can then sort of leapfrog over everybody. So for example, if he escaped, I couldn't like move 5 and get into the corner, unfortunately. I think I'd have to have something like that square free so I could move into it and then move away. So I won't move, and unfortunately I didn't get a grit. So he's just going to attack. I'm wondering about using my dynamite. Let's have a read of the dynamite reference card. Let's see if it's worth doing. So here we are. Discard to throw as a ranged attack. Range, strength +3. So that's +3, strength 2, so it could go 5. If missed a hit roll, it bounces 3 times. See bouncing diagram on the reverse side. Once it lands where it lands, models in the target space and adjacent spaces take d6 wounds each, ignoring defense. So it could go 5. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I could get it there, which could help with a couple of stranglers and a couple of the tentacles. I can't really throw it anywhere here because we take damage. So yeah, I'm gonna throw it. Let's throw some dynamite. Show them we mean business. So what I need to do is I can throw it 5. So the good old dynamite token, I'm going to try and get it here. But I've got a roll on my range. My range is 3+, so